G'day everyone, BelleAim here.
And so is Derek.
And welcome back to more, I'm just making sure everything's good, to more Ace Attorney, Case 4, Game 2, I don't know, it's confusing.
Yeah,
it's the second game.
Case 4 of the second game, Part 2. We're starting the trial today.
The good case, apparently. Oh my gosh, Alpha, thank you so much.
Have you seen what you've encountered so far? How you can't see this?
I mean, I guess it could all downgrade, but who knows. Anyway, thank you so much, Alpha. 34 months now. Thank you for that Tier 1 subscription. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you all for being here. I know it's a bit late. Sorry about that.
Partying.
It will be a little bit. Yes, it's been a long day. It will be a shorter than usual episode, I think, but we'll see how it goes because I'm willing to stay up a little bit late. To go a little bit late to make sure we get to a good spot.
Well, I figure we can get the. See how it's 2-1.
Yes, I think we can finish this up. Oh, Rusty! Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Mito. That's so sweet. And also, I saw earlier where, hold on, I gotta go back in the history. There's like an alert, a thingy, what's it called? A command that's like Rhine, and it says it's BelleAim time or something. Where is it? I have to find it. I don't know. I saw it earlier.
You're right. You're literally hovering all over it.
It's so cool. Anyway, Super Paper Pokemon did the command, and I saw it, but that's pretty awesome. Anyway. Yeah, so today's been a busy day. Oh my gosh!
It's Ace Attorney 2, Electric Bugaloo.
Bugaloo. Boogaloo. Thank you so much, Eggroll. Really appreciate that. So yeah, today's been a very busy day. Let's see, we started out, there was a party for my Jazzercise group. There was like a little potluck thing that Sydney and I went to.
Like I said,
then after that, I had to clean up, and I actually rearranged Kai's room entirely, like all his clothes. I took out everything that doesn't fit. I organized everything. I cleaned out the entire closet. I cleaned out his whole room, rearranged furniture, and then immediately after that started laundry because I had to get stuff ready for the parade later. Chase is marching in a parade. I had to drop him off there. Then I came back here. We had food. Then I had to actually go to the parade with everybody. Actually, we all went at the beginning to the parade, the Christmas parade that Chase was marching in. The weather was not very good at first. It was okay when we got there.
We had our ears blown out by
and then the parade had a mile-long section of ambulances, fire trucks, police cars, anything that could beep and have a horn blaring or a siren. It was so loud. I might be talking loud because I'm pretty sure I had tinnitus or whatever it's called. It was so obnoxiously loud, and Ryan, my second one, has sensory processing disorder, and he was in so much pain. Derek had left early to take him home. He had to take medicine.
As soon as I left, that's when
as soon as they left, then that section was over. And then after that, there was an after party for the band kids to go to. Not for all of them, but like the group of friends or whatever to go to. So I took Chase to that. He's still there because it's literally, they have the coolest setup I've ever seen in my life. And the person who owns it, her mom lived there her whole life, so she knows everyone. It's so crazy. I'm so on adrenaline. I'm so tired, but I'm so excited. Rusty, thank you so much for the sub. Tier 1 sub, 32 months. Thank you so much. It was my birthday yesterday, so had to show to do something nice apart from getting Star Ocean 2, Second Story R, and a couple of art books and sketchbooks. Oh, I love that. Thanks for amazing vibes, and here's to another 31 months or even more. Oh, I really hope so. Thank you so much. That is, why is Amy whispering? Oh gosh,
no.
Am I whispering?
No.
I feel I am so.
It's sarcasm.
Oh my gosh. My eyes are watery from all the pollution probably, because there was a lot of exhaust. Oh man. And also, Rusty, I was just looking at the request board. It's been 2 months since you requested Triangle Strategy.
That's nothing compared to...
It's been so busy.
That's nothing compared to my request
I would love to do... I'm hoping I can do it this week. We'll see, but because it's so busy. But yes, we will get to it. Don't you worry. But anyway.
I have people...
Oh my gosh, we're in a hype train.
I have people waiting 2 years for some of my requests.
Oh man. Jazzercise potluck sounds like a slight setback in the workout routine. It was healthy stuff though, except for the desserts, I guess. But it wasn't like a huge spread. But that's why we're in Jazzercise, so we can enjoy a little indulgence. They're so nice. I'm just so lucky that I found some actual people because I had no local friends whatsoever for a long time. Oh man. But happy birthday, Rusty. I'm so happy you're here. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good day. The parade definitely sounds like a 2 aspirin headache in the making. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. It was really bad. Like, anytime they turned on their sirens and you could tell the drivers thought they were being cool. Everyone in my group was like, no! Oh man.
Just a bunch of kids.
Romantis, hello!
Clenching their ears.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Meanwhile, I watch Kai all day.
Ooh,
and
Great Western Trail? Isn't that a board game? I really want to play that one. There's they just come out with a new one for New Zealand, like the Great New Zealand. Actually, I don't know if that's what it's called, but there's a Great Western Trail, which is like the American one. There's an Argentina one, and then there's a New Zealand one. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that's JB. That's what it made me think of when I saw that.
Oh.
Sorry to cut you off, by the way. I'm just in like I am in a weird.
No, I know.
Whatever this is called.
I gotta just.
Yeah, you gotta keep us going here. It's all good. Okay, I'm so glad you said that, Rusty. Time Sage, yours has been, yes, a month. But I'm very excited to play that, and I actually have to dig back through and find where you put the little, is it a mod? What's it called? A ROM. Yeah, I need to find that so Derek can actually download it because it's been a while. Sheepy sheep. It's a board game. Okay, cool. It's the one I was thinking of. You're going to get the New Zealand one? Let me know how it is, actually. Because I kind of want to get one of them, but I didn't know which one. I was kind of leaning towards the Argentina one, and then as I was thinking about that, but they announced the New Zealand one, so I was like, I like New Zealand even more than Argentina. Maybe that one. But yeah, let me know how it goes. For a hot minute, I thought there wouldn't be an AA stream. It's been so busy. Like, I am so tired. I am beyond tired. I'm like...
No, that's how you get when you're super tired.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll crash. So hopefully not on stream. Oh gosh. I spilled some water.
And Soy Sauce completely agreed. I loved seeing Godzilla -1.
Oh yeah, Derek got to see that. And yes, we had a good Thanksgiving. It was such a great visit. Worked out twice today. Oh dang. Now I'm eating popcorn. Popcorn's not the worst, at least. All right. Are you good to go, buddy? He always looks at me funny when I call him buddy.
This is how you can tell she's tired.
Yeah, when I call him buddy, that's how we know. The original is the simplest. It seems like New Zealand one has the most options. That's true. That is a good point. All right. Oh, you got new headphones for Mantis. You're using to watch the stream. I hope I'm not blowing them out by my obnoxious voice right now. Derek is there to draw on your face if you fall asleep like Jigglypuff.
Oh, I will.
Oh, no. Whoa. I was not expecting that. Okay. All right. Let's focus in. It is time to game with BelleAim and Derek. Let's go, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like we're all like, hee. Oh, someone was murdered. This music. This will take us down. Oh, wait. Before we go, we have a highlighted message. The volume's fine. Okay, great. Why the delay? Oh gosh, I just talked about that. I feel like I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, you don't have to go
Oscar.
Again. Basically,
someone in the chat actually can fill
stuff.
in it. Someone in the chat, please let Sonic Joe know about that. But anyway, thank you, Oscar, for the highlighted message. Hey, Amy, Derek. Oh, and 3 subs and 200 bits. Thank you for the hype train. Really appreciate it. My ADHD is off the rails right now. Okay. Hey, Amy, Derek, and the chat. Good news, I have a brand new computer as an early Christmas gift, and earlier today I played the new Big Bang event on Fortnite. It was awesome. My son Ryan played it as well. He loved it. It was great. He also told me there's some kind of Fortnite Lego thing that he's really excited about. So yeah. Okay, so have I ever heard the board game series Ticket to Ride? I have, and I've played it. I don't want to own it because for some reason, like, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the kind that I was like, oh, I have to own this. But yes, I know about Ticket to Ride. There are so many variations of it, like tons. There's Europe, probably Australia. I know there's a bunch. I can't remember the one that I played. I think I played the original. But yeah, there's so many of those. My favorite board game, either Buzz. Oh gosh. It's like a Buzz game. It's bees. Why am I not thinking of it? The Buzz one. And Flamecraft is really great too. So is Dungeon Pets. Dungeon Pets was my original favorite game.
Honey Buzz.
Honey Buzz! Yes, it's so cute, and the strategy is for real. And Chai was really cute too. I sucked at it though. I lost terribly. Derek wiped the floor with me on that one. Flamecraft is beautiful. I'm very shallow When it comes to board games, I love the ones that look beautiful. Okay. Anyway, Adrian did it. Who's on guard again?
You.
I was?
Surfer dude.
Oh, right. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, Wingspan. That's another one of my favorites. Thank you for putting that in there, because I have like a top 5, and Wingspan is definitely in there. But I actually was thinking of doing a top 100 for my board games. I will be doing that. Not thinking about it, I will be doing that. I just don't know when yet. Okay. Adrian did it.
That's what it looks like.
Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that.
In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you.
A mountain of evidence?
I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you.
Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude. Like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that.
I understand.
Well, it's almost time. Oh, okay.
Kind of. Mia.
We must get a complete acquittal today.
I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going. Oh, beep, beep, beep. Also, yes, I have Stardew Valley, but I haven't played it yet. I can't wait.
It's him.
Oh, no.
This is right. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney.
The music.
The day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm just checking the sound.
Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please.
Oh, boy.
Wait. The kidnapper sent me a present?
Was the present a highlighted message?
Oh my
Because we
God.
have one. That was a bad segue, sorry. But Oscar with another highlighted message. Also, yesterday I played the Big Run event on Splatoon 3, which my daughter is playing. Nintendo announced a special Splatfest called Frosty Fest, which Derek knows what it is, but I don't.
They haven't announced
Unfortunately,
teams
there's
yet,
no
just-
teams or dates just yet, but very soon Nintendo is going to announce it. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who was that?
No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything.
Dude, did your nose just get longer?
Yes.
I didn't know that was such a common phrase. Like, is Pinocchio that?
Well, they're not exactly referring to Pinocchio.
Oh, maybe
in
Pinocchio
Japan.
was referring before
No,
that.
well, no. Japan has its own sort of story that deals with lying and long noses. Just happens to connect, so it makes it easy to localize that they can keep it that way. And
Oh,
Americans
wow.
would just think
I just-
Pinocchio.
Spilled water on myself. My daughter actually for the Splatfest, she's only 5 egg things. What is it called again? The eggs away from being in the top 5%.
Oh wow!
Can you believe that? She's only 5 away, like her max score. She needs 5 more. I was like, dang. Okay. Anyway, let's see what happens. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh. I don't know about this. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma?
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me?
Your Honor!
Excuse me.
Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. Is she alive? What?
Shot?
That's the present.
Yep.
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present?
Oh my gosh. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane.
Whoa, I did not expect this by any means. Oh, does this mean Edgeworth or whatever is gonna be?
Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
Yeah, is she alive? I don't have that answer.
She's alive and in stable condition.
Oh no. That's good. Phew.
I thought he'd show up.
Ah, there he is.
Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska von Karma cannot appear in court today.
And does he know the whole deal with?
Yes, he knows the whole
Oh no. It's the boy.
I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally.
Guess
like
we have
old
to face
times.
the top prosecutor, the rookie killer. Oh my god.
Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery.
Surgery?
Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt on guard.
Wow, this is so nostalgic. Just seeing him like that. Is this Miles' debut title?
Nah, he's in the first game.
Yes, he's in the first one. The top how do you say that? Top secutor? Top secutor. Oh, Homecoming Hero with a highlighted message. I think she got shot in the same shoulder her dad did from the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. And the shiny new theme. Yeah, I don't recognize this theme.
No, it's brand new.
The court acknowledges the prosecution.
Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Oh boy. He looks so sad. Maybe he'll get a raise now that Edgeworth is here.
Maybe.
I doubt
Witness, your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Detective Gumshoe? The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough flight. Oh, Smash, thank you so much. For, let's see, a 10-month streak, 26 months now, tier 1. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hello, Amy. I hope you and Derek are doing well. I'm sure you've heard about Wapeach. Yes, Derek told me about it immediately. But did you hear that Fumihide Aoki?
Yep.
Who's that? The creator of Waluigi and the one who shared that Wapeach art has since took all of his posts and comments down and made his Instagram private. I guess Nintendo didn't like him sharing that stuff. Oh no! Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he's not in trouble. Hope he's okay. Nintendo
probably
likes
wouldn't
their
like that. I was
secrets.
actually very surprised that they
Oh
revealed
no! Oh gosh, I hope he's all right. Oh, yikes! Is he? So, are they still employed, Fumihide?
that. I have no idea what he works
Oh
at right
no!
now.
I hope it's okay. But yeah, I did see it. Derek liked that design. I thought it was okay.
Well,
I honestly
found out more that the intention of that design
they got him.
was actually, the idea behind it was sort of a very classic Japanese trope, where you got this female leader who is very much a overbearing and all that, and has two lackeys that work for her. That was the plan, that Wario and Waluigi would be her lackeys that she would constantly berate.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, well, there's a very common Japanese trope that Team Rocket kind of falls into for that. but
So
not
apparently
quite.
Wapeach people knew about, but the design was new. Okay,
Yes.
based on one anime.
Yeah, I forget what the anime's called.
Cool.
The Rainbow Gang, that's it.
All right, get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight.
Yeah, it would have to be Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth.
Oh yeah, the reason I was kind of lukewarm on the design is probably because Peach Bowser, like the dark peach that people were doing when remember the crown thing, like with Peach?
Oh yeah.
Peachette? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
So people were like imagining what she would look like, or what Bowser would look like with the crown on. And that, for whatever reason, as soon as I heard Peach, I was like, oh, she'll look like that. And so with that in mind, and then I saw the actual thing, I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. But it wasn't like when I saw some of the fan art of Bowser as Peach, which there's probably tons, like good and bad, but I saw some really good ones that I thought were cool. Bowsette, yeah, that's fan creation, totally, yeah. Bowsette is a fan creation thing, but that was what was in my mind, kind of like, oh, it'll probably look similar to this, right?
So this is the Duranbo gang, and you can kind of see how one looks like Waluigi, the one looks like
Here, we
Wario.
gotta show you guys. So here's what Derek is showing me. Kind of what it was taken from. Oh, look, there's the reflection. But, here, let's get the angle better.
Yeah, there's the Duranbo gang.
There we go. And yeah, you can definitely see that Waluigi and Wario type of deal. See, this is more the picture I was expecting.
It's going
something more like that, because the one I saw kind of looked like Astro Boy type of style, and I just thought it would be more like that, like a little more angular. But anyway, yeah. It's just interesting stuff. I love learning more about it. It's very cool.
Hi.
Did you already read this one?
Yes, I did.
Peachowser.
Oh God.
All right. Bear facts. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards ceremony, sir. Oh, that's so sad. The victim, Juan Corrido, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Why are you so sure of that? Super Crown only works on Toadette. Interesting. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their room, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. All right, cross-examine time. Let's get the bare facts of the case. That really is bare facts. That was not much else.
Yep. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
I was getting ready to talk about it, but we already said it. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Oh my gosh, Soy Sauce bear like Gumshoe's wallet after his pay cuts. I really don't care for Peachette, if I'm being honest. I understand that smash. I love how Peachette looks, though. I think she's so cute. Yeah. Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt Ongod's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she'll grace us with her presence. I'm sure she will.
I was almost expecting Francisco's whip to show up.
I know, right? When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ongod. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body? Alright. Oh, I almost clicked to the next one. Do you want to get a cough drop or anything?
No, it's just because if you know how that sort of that kind of scratchy feeling?
Sort of,
stuck
yeah.
in your throat and you want to cough it out. That's what I'm dealing with right now.
I see.
Cough drop wouldn't do anything about that. It's me more trying to clear my throat. The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corrido was stabbed in the chest?
Why does this thing keep leaking? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana. Bandana?
Banana.
Oh, he said banana? Dang it, I messed up. Oh, yeah, banana. Oh, banana. It was a reference.
Well,
No.
maybe.
Banana.
Maybe.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana.
Then what about the knife? Good night, Cat Evie.
Good night. Thank you so much. Sorry we started late, but thank you for being here anyways. It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Okay, time of the death, 8:15. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Oh, interesting. So they that, and didn't the knife have like fingerprints of the one they were trying to, the main guy? So that was definitely planted then.
Oh, definitely.
Bunch of bananas. All right.
And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar, and we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but
But
the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
only the victims, huh?
I see. So much for my theory then. Oh, good night, Egg Roll.
Good night, Egg
Wait,
Roll.
I totally understand, but thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. Sleep well, everyone who's heading out. All right, so empty. There's some water, but only on top of the lid bears Corita's fingerprints. And that's the
Victim.
guy that we're dealing with.
Yeah, the victim.
The victim.
The guy who died. That's Corita.
Oh, right, because we have On Guard.
Yes. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel.
That's suspicious. Something's going on with that. That's not right. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. That's a big flag right there. It totally had everything to do with the case.
Maybe.
I don't know about everything, but it has something to do.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth is back in full swing.
Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Why arrest on guard? I guess because of all the overwhelming evidence. Matt Ongard and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. Oh, that was a very big mixed judge voice. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninjas button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Ongard's hakama. Hopefully I said that right. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. So it's just so planted. Like, so the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. That is so planted. It was sticky. Like they put something on it to make it sticky and then grabbed his hand, maybe even his dead hand, and put the...
Well, you're talking... That's not Corrida's fingerprints. It's Onguard's fingerprints.
Yeah, the guy that we... Oh,
you said his dead hand.
Right. Not dead hand then. God, I'm getting it twisted up. But yeah, I just
remember the origins of the knife.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so I can't say anything.
Gosh, it's so... so done on purpose. Like, it's sticky. That totally means someone pre-thought to do this so that the fingerprints would clearly be on there.
Oh, yeah.
Fizzy, exactly. My hamster wheel is a-running. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What?
Oh, ripped from the costume, covered in Corda's blood. Again, it just seems like planted evidence.
I mean, they basically came out and said that.
I know, even they said it, though, but why make the arrest? Interesting.
Well, the thing is, only Phoenix knows it's heavily planted.
No, but even Gumshoe was like, there was like overwhelming evidence. It's very strange.
Yeah, true. But they have to just go work off the evidence they have.
Hotel's knife. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? I'll find the hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
Well, they're back at it again.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a highlight message. Thank you, Oscar. A day like today, December 2nd in 2004 and 2006, respectively, the Nintendo DS and Wii consoles were released in Japan. Ooh, it's a cool day then. It's been a busy day, that's for sure. Why arrest on guard? Is this the one that we just read?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So time to press. The boys are flirting. That's what I was thinking, author.
But in terms of popularity, Mr. On Guard won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corda was always one step behind Mr. On Guard in everything. This year it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
But Mr. Corda lost the Grand Prix in the end.
That's too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Interesting.
Wait just 1 second here. Mr. On Guard was beating Mr. Corda in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Let's see how that goes. Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective? It's not, well... I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive.
Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Oh no! No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. That's...
I look forward to your pension negotiation. Never a break.
No! Oh, poor guy. Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony. No, not my poor pension, too.
Poor pension.
Yikes.
Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed.
He is being, like, forced to do stuff with his money. That was mean. I know, True Blue. Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
What about what I was saying? Hello? Anyone?
Poor guy.
Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim?
I feel like Gumshoe's gonna just drop off the cases eventually because he's gonna be... I mean, he's been fired already, basically. Why is he even here? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
He's still
there, I know.
But, yeah.
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Huh? But can't you tell by just looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it.
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
Mr. Edgeworth, help me, sir.
Alright, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in.
Okay, so it's that.
Thread. Huh? The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
This is him coming in last minute.
Yeah, I know. With like no prep time or anything. At this rate, Gumshoe's going to give in his badge with some cash. Oh, we're going to disgrace him even more by disproving his testimony. Oh, you're right. One last job at Edgeworth doesn't seem to care. Oh, so true, sadly.
When was this button found?
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corda. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder.
The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
What tricks?
Hey, what is he trying to say about me here?
What tricks were we playing?
How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
By examining the fingerprints, I accidentally gave him his Edgeworth's voice. By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand?
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that.
I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
So is the defendant the owner of this knife, then? Okay. Bought for the crime. How do you know?
There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. It looks like a butter knife, too.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution could prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for.
What if the knife was bought for the presentation, though? For, like, he wanted to use it for something, like cutting a cake or something, like, and here we have the celebration for you, Mr. On Guard. You know, I don't know. Who knows? But
Oh, I know.
I mean, you know. Okay, anyway. Phoenix.
Yes?
There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully, before it's too late.
A button covered in the victim's blood, and a knife with On Guard's fingerprints.
Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. I had another idea. What if his guitar case was empty actually on purpose because he was going to put something in there like a cake to give to On Guard, and he was going to use the knife to cut a slice for him or something like that?
What the hell kind of theory is that?
Check the court record. Okay, hold on. What are we checking? What am I checking for? What am I checking here? Be grateful if the judge were more rash. He would have already pounded his gavel in closing. Oh, that's actually true. Okay. Ripped from his costume. Bears the victim's blood and Ungar's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved. So Gatewater. It's from the hotel. Sorry, Amy, but no.
And they're claiming so that's the gate. That's right. There's the clue. They're claiming he bought the knife.
Oh, it's from the hotel.
No, it's not. No, just he bought the knife. It's Gatewater's knife.
So he didn't buy it. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. I didn't know what you all were trying to tell me with that cake in the guitar case. Hey, it's a good idea. I might disagree with that tomorrow after I get sleep. He wanted to put something in there. I don't know. It's the only thing I could match up with empty case and knife.
A cake.
A cake. And cakes can be sticky. So maybe he made a cake or something. I don't know.
No.
Oh my gosh. We're still in a world of trouble. Oh, that was you.
That's right.
Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix?
Alright,
so now we gotta get to the bot section.
The last one. And then
the one where it's like, he bought it. Yeah. I mean, that one stood out to me as well. Just the fact that he said was bought for the murder, it doesn't even make sense. Because you never know that. In this case, at least. It doesn't make sense. Okay, present. And Gatewater. Oh, I should have saved. Oh well.
You're fine.
It's fine. Cake and
Wait a second.
It's still making me laugh. What?
So the basis of your argument that this was premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand.
That's right, pal. The defendant
did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh? It has Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel.
Uh-oh.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated.
Dun dun dun! Is it cake? Guitar edition? What if it was a guitar-shaped cake? I wasn't even thinking that crazy. I was just thinking literally in there. But he'd have to hold the case so weird. People would be like, what's wrong with that? Is everything okay? But yeah. When are we ending the stream? Getting it started late? I think we're going to see how far along we can get.
We're basically going to try to finish up the part 1 of this
Yeah,
trial.
hopefully we can. We'll see how it goes. Cake guitar. Cake hero, guitar hero. Yes, that's very true. This is very big. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What?
From the gift shop.
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize it.
Except for Gumshoe.
Well, he's not on the police force anymore.
I know. But I didn't know. Oh.
The question is, where did this knife come from?
Why, that's obvious. That's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrider's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
Oh, the bears.
The victim ate his last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
Another knife. There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? From whoever he was eating with.
If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard.
Oh yeah, that one is missing.
It would also explain why his handprints are all over it, because he was using it as a steak knife. Especially what was on top of his table.
Wow, they thought this thing out.
And there is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ongar's knife was missing. Mr. Ongard had gone to the victim's room with a knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder.
I love all the knife stuff going on in the chat. The knife joke I'm thinking about is like, a knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. From Dundee.
Of course, the Australian would think of that. Oh boy.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. It seems like Edgeworth has this plan from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
A murder weapon with oh gosh, I can mix those two up so easily. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court.
What?
Evidence not yet shown?
He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well...
Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. So that means it's time to save. I can tell a hint when I hear it, sometimes. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? I mean, it makes sense to say yeah.
I do, yeah. And you say beforehand, so it's all good. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright? I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm going to give you one chance, and only one.
Well, what the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
It is. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court?
Well, let's take a look.
Yeah.
No.
Time
No.
of death. The strangled? Not the knife?
No, that was presented by Gumshoe himself. It's something we have that they don't.
Oh, right. Okay. I guess the thing with the... Well, we promised we wouldn't say anything about the suicide, though.
What about the next one? Oh, the suicide note might be on it to push it more towards Juan, and push it towards Adrian as a
But we don't...
motive.
That's true. What else do we have?
I think everything else everybody else has.
Yeah. What's this? Gossip Land. Juan Carter's been getting close with mysterious... kind of that? I don't know if they have this. This is talking about them getting close.
True, but I think something...
But that's not really...
Is,
something that doesn't add up here about the knife and the autopsy report. What was the autopsy? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Strangle with a scarf. Like, the knife that they're so hung up on.
Well, the problem is again,
they presented
want
it.
something... They presented it, so, like, why would that work? My gut is about the suicide of their manager, of the previous
Yeah,
manager.
I'm not, I guess...
Because I think usually what Phoenix likes to do is point it towards
This
somebody
one,
else.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give it
And you say
we'll give it a
so.
try. I don't know, though. Oh, that was right. Good job.
Nope.
Oh,
Sorry.
but the thing went away.
Yeah.
But you know what's wrong?
Yeah, because it says, sorry.
Okay, so...
Oh, Chase is here.
Oh, I had the door open, I thought.
What door?
I left the front door open.
Okay.
Leanne's dad. Okay. Yeah, you can check it.
I think I just heard something, but I'll check.
We have to just make sure the door is open. I left it open. Sorry, everyone. Hang on one second. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the little break there. That gavel of his... Okay, so... Let me pick the other one. Let's see if the one that I picked is right. But I don't know. I'm guessing we have to go with the I do selection where we say, yes, we have something. Alright. Okay. One piece of evidence. Let's... Actually, I'm not going to save here just in case we have to go back and say we don't have anything. Alright. What is the one piece of evidence that we haven't seen yet? Have we seen the autopsy? Oh wait, they didn't. I don't think they talked about the button. I don't know, Louis Dragoon. I mean, they literally pointed this out because they talked about it. I don't know. Derek has me like thrown off because of the what did they not know thing. Hey Chase, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to. Oh, Chase wants to say hey to you all.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Here he
you have to
is.
say it like that. Hey guys, how's it going? Like, where's the camera?
Yeah, it's over here.
Hello.
Chase
Yeah.
has returned.
You know, my guest appearance. Or, I'm not really a guest at this point. More like the crowd's favorite, right? I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I'm the real runner of the show. You know, like, I'm the head of the company.
You gotta like scoot down. So
Bro,
there
you
you
this
go.
camera too short.
Well, it's meant for when you're sitting. Here, you have to sit next to me.
Okay. I'll steal Derek's seat.
Here. Oh my gosh. All right.
Everybody's saying hey too. So
Yeah,
that's
they
nice.
are. Okay, so Chase, what's the answer?
Did you reload?
Quick
I
chase
reloaded.
him. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I looked it up, so...
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is it my thing that I said?
What'd you say?
The suicide No, that's the one you said. I said the autopsy report.
No, because again, they presented.
Okay.
Why are you stuck on that when they presented?
What?
They already have this. So we're trying to figure out some evidence that they don't know about. So I'm looking through now.
It's one of those things that once you think about it, it's like, oh, that's obvious.
Oh, wait. Maya pushed this on to us. Okay. Seems like the okay, press conference tickets.
I think I know what the answer is, but I don't want to explore.
Radio transceiver. I mean, this is the thing, but we're not supposed to talk about that.
What do you think it is?
He's no kitty, but he gets a close second. Aw. All right.
I need more
camera.
context. I don't know what they're talking about.
The camera was stolen. Oh.
You're
Magazine
just giving
clipping.
the answers.
Was it the clipping? The magazine?
Nope.
Okay.
You're just gonna ask about every single
Yeah, I
thing.
am. I don't think it's this because they know what the map is.
I think it's the wait. Hey, where are all your items again?
All these right here.
That's all you got.
What about the wine glass?
Oh, wait, okay. Before you
All
do
right,
that,
Chase is gonna pick. Just pick quickly.
you do what you think is right. I honestly really don't.
This is tricky because Gumshoe did note it during the investigation, but did not bring it up in court. Oh, okay. You should know that Chase is that chat universally loves cats. Yes, the chat does love cats. Okay, so.
Oh really? Okay.
All right, we're gonna go with the wine glass because
Sure.
they did
I
not.
I honestly
like
don't
that.
remember. You have all these other items that you're not
Well,
talking
yeah,
about.
but we already kind of went through these. This was already talked about, so I'm gonna go with that. Except I don't see how it has to do with anything, but
What's the things that they don't have?
yeah, it's something they don't have. This is a wine glass, is it not?
Forgot about the voice.
Yeah, Chase forgot about my silly voices. It's so funny because I would talk to them in silly voices as kids, and sometimes they would like it, and a lot of the times they're like, "Mom, no."
Stop being weird.
Yeah.
Not Derek's the one. You have to squat down. A little
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time.
Who should Chase be voicing?
I don't know.
I'm not good at voicing anyone.
You can just talk regular.
The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass.
I wonder if someone just carelessly put it down to plant stuff and they forgot about it.
I don't know. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration.
I could be.
Well,
I don't know.
what do you all have to say?
I mean, I could be Edward actually. I could voice Edward.
Okay, you can.
Yeah,
all right.
you can voice it.
Well, yes, it's a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth?
What is it, Your Honor? See, it's too high. It's too high.
Your opinion?
You don't need my opinion.
Ooh, Chase has a good
Because
deep
there
voice.
is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body. How do you say it?
Adrian.
Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been in shock and been so in shock that she set the glass down without thinking.
Oh, we got a highlighted message. Thank you, Oscar. Hey, Chase, I'm Oscar from, actually, Oscar
Jersey
Rio from Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm originally from Dominican Republic, and I have the spectrum of autism. Thank you so much for the highlighted message, and Chase is happy to meet you as well.
Yes.
That does sound, yeah, that does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright.
Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking?
Do.
No, come on.
I have to save Scrub, okay?
Come on, you know this is the answer.
If you
There's
play
no
anything,
way.
it's right,
Oh,
then-
actually, I guess.
No.
What? Why are they trying to
Don't
say?
spoil it.
Oh,
Let
there-
her pick it.
So
Let her
it's
pick it.
so
one of
if
those
I
things
went
that-
with if it's possible, that's just saying
Basically
she
saying-
put it down when she discovered it. So okay.
Yeah, so
all right,
basically
yeah.
you're giving in that
Yeah.
you're wrong.
So no way.
By pure-
If the trials are...
Oh, sorry. I was speed reading.
Oh my gosh, for now I should trust my instinct and point with certainty.
I'm so sorry. I was like, what's the answer? I'm sorry, everyone. They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
The defense would like to challenge
I guess
the
I could
prosecution's
reload.
theory.
Do you want me to reload?
No, you
Okay.
don't need it. It's nothing major. It's just something waffling about. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have evidence to support it.
What?
Oh, yes. Yes. You're not thinking hard enough today, right? You're not critical thinker. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then,
Of course it has been thoroughly inspected. For fingerprints.
Uh-oh.
fingerprints?
There was only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one of Adrian.
Adrian.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Gotta understand where I'm coming from.
It's alright.
No, and
What?
Oh, okay, it's been updated. Found next to the victim, filled with tomato juice, bears Andrew's fingerprints.
that's sorry. The rest.
That's
That is
okay.
why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. And we are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corda.
Oh, yep.
But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. Oh, it's true.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Tisk. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
See, he's way better.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
You can tell he's way better than what he used
Yeah.
to be. He has just everything locked down with actual evidence.
I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, I could not allow you to pass judgment yet.
Oh.
The prosecution is yet another witness we would like to court to hear from.
Why would he do that? He's about to win.
Because I'm a genius.
Well, the other thing is
He knows
about my
yeah,
situation, so
he's throwing it too, I think.
maybe not throwing it, but he's definitely helping.
Surprise guest. Yes, Smash. This is my son, Chase.
Yes. My guest appearance.
Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff,
Bailiff.
please.
I think
Please bring in the next witness. Well, bailiff.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? Oh, Jaden says Chase does a pretty good Edgeworth. Yes,
Hey.
I agree.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It's my favorite witness, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, you've played this, right?
Yes, I played all the games.
Okay, don't tell the answers. Do
Hey,
you
that's what I was
remember
saying
this
earlier.
one?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Now that witness, please
No
state your
wonder
name
you were
and
trying to give me
occupation.
fake information.
I was not.
Oh, no.
Old bag.
Why is she wearing that right now?
Witness, your name.
Oh, jeez. I did not press that.
Oh.
See, I'm not pressing that. Oh, gosh. What was the voice I did forget? Gotcha!
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, Edgy boy, it's been 1 year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet?
Oh, Oscar has another highlighted message. And now some breaking news. During the Level 5 Vision Direct, the majority of the games that have been announced are releasing in 2024. Well, except the new Professor Layton game is coming 2025 for Nintendo Switch and maybe on its successor. I'm very excited about the new Layton game. Very, very much
So
excited.
this is coming out in like 2 years.
I mean, that's fine. Games always take a while.
Also, they lost their main puzzle guy, so I don't know how good this is gonna be.
Well, yeah, but it's still got potential. I'm still excited for it.
It was that wicked witch of the witness stand.
He had no idea it was her.
Oh,
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
She has a ring around her.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know. Look, Chase, it says ray gun.
Oh, really?
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now.
Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam.
No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dear Yuan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something.
But not me, I wouldn't say anything so silly.
After all, I have no interest in a little child like him.
I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
I agree with Chase. Looks like a Reagan.
but those two were the same age.
COD zombies. So I agree with that message. Should be in COD zombies zombie mode.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed on the night of the murder. Or something.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Don't call me that.
What you witnessed.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room.
It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Every time she does that crazy face, I feel like doing that voice.
So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room? See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
All right, time to press.
Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help. I'll have you know it was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. What the?
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door.
What does she want
I
to
wish
find out?
Oldbag was the villain in one of these.
Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know? It's top secret between me and Juan. Oh, and Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? Oh, that was such a detective. Oh, well, whatever.
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Awesome.
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it append to her testimony. Like,
Yes, that's
append
the.
it.
So that's the article that talks about their interest. It looks
I
like we
remember this
shouldn't-
game.
Yeah, it looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
All right, I guess we'll press the rest, but
Yeah,
that's going
always
to
press
be.
the rest, and then...
That's definitely the one. That's you,
Oh,
Derek.
sorry. I noticed something wasn't scrolled enough, and then I realized it was something else. Anyway. Oh, then would you tell us the number of people who went
Oh
in
yeah,
and
this
out of
isn't
Mr.
charging
Porter's
anymore.
room? I don't know what's going on. That's not
Is
charging.
the case
Oh, well.
interrupting it?
I took the case off. Anyway,
That's fine.
No, like this case.
yeah, I see how I pulled it back.
Well, it could
Oh,
still
you
be
mean like you
pushing
think that's pushing it?
Like, I
Yeah.
hold back. Will it still work?
It should be alright.
Oh, it's fine.
I have no idea.
I wasn't born, so I couldn't count. Wait, what? I wasn't born. I wasn't born, so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really
Sorry.
am.
So we're deep.
Yeah.
Tell a corny joke.
Oh, thank you so much, Chase. Super Pair Pokemon with a joke. Oh, gotta get my joke rooms pulled up here. Oh gosh, we got a fresh batch. We got a lot from the last one in here.
Hit disable up there so you can actually read the
Disable?
names.
Oh yeah. Where is
Disable
it?
up there.
This one? Okay. Let's take a look. Super Paper Pokemon.
Well, that's their own joke.
Yeah.
They're the one who requested it. So.
But we can read it out. Okay, this one comes to us from Super Paper Pokemon. The axe wielder accidentally hit his friends on the battlefield, but luckily, the only thing he got was a splitting headache. It was quite the accident.
That was a good joke.
All right, this one comes to us from Karagosa. What do you call a passenger ship full of jokesters? A one-liner.
This gets my approval.
And then
I was bored, okay?
And then this one's from Fizzy. Fizzy Wigoid. I gave a spear to a warrior in need. I guess you could call me a freelancer.
Wow.
That was good. That was good.
All
I'm gonna clap
right.
for every single one of these.
Thank you so much for the corny joke redeem.
Was it 3
Hope
jokes
you-
per redeem?
Yes, it's 3 jokes. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. And thank you for submitting some too. They're really good. Thank you. We put a bunch in there waiting for the stream. Oh, Fizzy, so smart. We were all bored. Oh no. Oh, that's true. It was during. Look at that. It's from 9. Oh no.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Well, we'll have to read the rest if we get.
You're
If
too
we
busy
get it.
partying.
Oh
good
man.
for me. I just came back from an after party, so.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report.
In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct?
Okay.
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say.
I need water.
This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was. Yes, he was. Ah, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right
Oh
about
yeah,
now.
the whipping.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
That was enough.
Oh gosh, it's the face.
This is the last one.
Yep.
You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yesy?
Are you sure about that?
Really?
Annoying brat, when I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get the sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve a bit into this.
And make sure that we save.
Well, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm trying to remember because she thought she saw the guy like limping down the street or something.
Yes, and she was saying they.
But I don't know if she
You
saw
played
his
these games
face.
too, so.
Yeah.
She didn't see his face, right? She saw behind. Like
No,
she saw the
they were in
costume.
So she never actually saw them. She just
Right.
assumed that the person in costume was
I
that.
should delve in. So the person's clothes.
No, the person's face.
Oh, that's what I was saying at first, but then you said costume.
Well, no,
The costume covers the face.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that was my initial thought because if she saw the face, that would make it more for sure.
The person's clothes could just mislead you.
I know but I wasn't sure if the angle of the question was like, what did she get wrong last time? She was looking at the clothes, like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I wasn't sure if the question was anyway. Face.
You're having
yeah.
her tell you more about the person's face. Please tell the court more about the man's face in more detail.
Looks like we have another highlighted message from Oscar at the end of Level 5 Vision Direct. Directly to you, the President Akihiro Hino announced a brand new Level 5 Vision presentation for April 2024 with the announcement of a brand new game. Also, April 25th is the release of Megaton Musashi Wired, I'm not sure what that is, on Nintendo Switch and other platforms. I don't know what that game is.
Interesting.
But thank you for the information, Oscar. Alright.
You don't need me to tell you about his face. That soft, gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips. His right eye covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shining teeth.
His teeth were shining?
Well, he's shining all around in this week's pinup poster, dearie.
Oh my gosh.
This week's pinup? Why do you... I mean, I don't care how he looks in this week's issue. Please stay with what you saw that night.
What? Enguarde's face is the same no matter where it is, you know, you whippersnapper.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
I mean, whenever you get this question. Whenever you get this question, you generally answer
I guess
I
was.
was.
I don't
Whoa.
know.
Hey, wait, go to your court
Okay, he's
record.
asking us, but we didn't bring her out.
I think I know this. This is probably relevant.
What do you want me to show the profile?
Profiles. Who was the suspected murderer?
Our guy, this one.
Oh, it's this case?
Yeah.
Oh.
She just perfectly described him, so that's why I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You could add it anyway, but this, I don't know if this will take away though. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite cases.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a lot of people's favorites.
Say it's not important.
I think it. I mean, I think
Yeah.
She
it's
just described him perfectly, so that's why it's like this isn't what we're looking for.
I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, if
So
it
she
pops up
actually-
again,
she threw us
we
a
already
curveball.
know the second one is
So we're gonna try
suspect.
again. Yeah. I guess it was important after all.
You didn't say it.
Mr. Wright, do you know why we say time is valuable? If not, I suggest you learn. You've wasted 3 minutes of this woman's youth. That's more valuable than gold to me.
Why do I suddenly feel old in the presence of our childish whining?
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has a tendency to jump off topic, as we know from me. She strayed onto a few
True.
interesting
This is
side
true.
topics that time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? Sweet.
Because you're not the one who has to question her. Alright, go back to that last one and let's try again.
Was it Ben Franklin's lesser known brother, Chad? What the world? So what are we
Figure
supposed to
it
do?
out.
We're
Go-
supposed to
go back
present
that-
something?
No, go back to that last one and try again.
Oh, okay.
I was right.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I thought we were on like a trail or something.
Well, we were, but
Can't
we
you
got-
press like A or something to
Yes.
skip the dialogue?
No. What, you can?
Yeah, right.
No, I had to go through each one. I've only known I could go through one at a time.
Press.
Uh,
Well, you can push A again to hurry up the dialogue like this.
yeah, that,
Yeah, because you've
yeah,
already seen this.
right. Okay,
Person's face.
carrying or clothes?
I get.
Probably not carrying.
Well, if they were carrying a knife though, like she could,
No, she would have remembered that.
Yeah.
that's what I mean, like if she doesn't remember him with a knife, then it would be kind of information
think-
like, oh, he didn't have a knife, so
It
he
could
didn't
be-
bring it across the room. Like, right?
I think.
Don't you think it would be that?
No.
Oh, you think it's
I think
clothes?
person's clothes is more relevant.
Why?
Because,
Just wondering.
Because actually, I think it's still face. Actually, I'd
Well,
be
it
change my
can't be
answer.
face.
Well, we just
Well,
tried
no,
face.
it has. Well, it's the person's clothes. There's only like a tiny bit. I guess you'd say clothes.
See, this is what I was wondering last time, if they were trying to ask how she got it wrong last time, because she was just looking
Well,
at
what
the
she do
clothes.
right? Well,
Last time she just saw the clothes and she assumed it was the person.
just say the clothes then. If you assume it's the person.
Louis Dragoon. Mia, such a sweet old lady. Phoenix, you deal with this. Alright, we'll try the clothes.
Yes, I agree.
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right.
Pantaloons.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
Well, they showed a picture this time, so no.
So.
It is.
Oh,
Oh.
Should we have said that last time then?
Oh yeah, no, it is. It is relevant.
Because he
it is
was in
relevant.
his costume, right?
It is relevant.
Or
it is
supposed to
relevant.
be. In the picture, he's got the button in the costume.
Yeah. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Objection. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of this testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket to be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but all right, witness, please. Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
Alright, press on that.
Okay, flashy racing jacket.
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing what?
She
Wearing
was
it.
so sure of herself to the point of self-absorption.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad.
Oh,
This is
Oh,
this is the end dialogue.
So now we have to present something else
I think.
to that.
To that statement, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The photo, obviously, in my opinion.
Which photo?
The photo of the murder photo, because he's wearing costume when he got stabbed.
No, we're talking about our defendant, not the victim.
Oh.
She's saying she saw Matt
Oh,
on guard
right.
leave
She's
the
saying
room.
he. Okay.
So we're trying to. So let's put it
I
so
keep
we
mixing
can-
them up. I feel bad about that now. All right.
Not a face. I don't think.
Yeah, because he's actually wearing it even in this thing.
Yeah. So
You have to have the actual evidence, I think.
Okay.
Let's look at.
Who is this one? This is
that's our defendant.
This is our guy. So he should be wearing that, right?
If you just came off the show floor, maybe, but I don't know if it's hard to tell me.
Yeah, I don't know when he was. Okay.
Look, keep going.
Wearing his flashy racing.
Do you have a picture of the crime scene?
Yes, it is
I'm trying to remember how
this
goes.
thing.
Let me look around.
So, I guess that also works because if he was in his
He's in costume, so wouldn't the other guy be in costume?
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that because that was my initial thought.
I would
Anyway,
save
even
it
though it was
before
for the
you-
wrong
I would save
reason.
it before you present.
I can't. Hold on.
Going in.
Now I can do it. Of course.
Your mom saves gums a lot.
Save
Bro,
it
I
up,
just-
save it
I
up.
just
You just
take
took
the
the
defeat.
penalty.
I just take the defeat every time, bro. I would rather
Hey,
get
that's
it wrong.
probably the
than-
right way to do it, but
No,
I'm not doing that. I like my save scumming. Pockets? Wait, what pockets? Alright, let's do this.
I just skimmed over that. Oh, this is not correct.
You know immediately?
Yes, because it stays there.
So you
This
know.
evidence clearly reveals the
Oh.
contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
They are entirely.
Oh, so that's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah.
So this
yep,
is how
yep,
save
yep.
scumming works. Okay, so.
I personally think that this
The costume,
racing-
this thing?
Oh, yeah, because look, found in on guard's a comma. If he was wearing his normal clothes, how was it found in as a
Oh,
comma?
right. Here we go. Yes.
That's it.
Okay. There it is.
See, I told you.
Miss Old Bag.
Right idea, wrong execution. Yeah, exactly. Louis Dragoon, thanks.
Until I saw that, I was like, oh, wait, that's how it all
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
It's a button number 2 on Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here, give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Rat-a-tat-a-tat, tat-a-tat-tat.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Onguard's body during a full-body search.
See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants.
See? See? And on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Witness.
Good night, lass. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it.
Good night.
Let me get this. There we go. Okay.
Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt on guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe, but instead I have to put up with wearing this ridiculous looking outfit. This outfit is hideous, right? I've got a tape record stuck on my chest. Hey, it's heavy, so heavy. I wish we'd have switched to CDs ages ago. Dream a life for all those kids out there. Work hard. Understood? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as documenting our curling. You should take a trip to... Actually, I would watch a documentary on curling.
Now hold your tongue still. There for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai.
But when you think about it,
So she did make the same mistake. She just, yeah.
they're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Yeah.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you.
Oh my gosh.
Who
I saw.
That's crazy.
On guard. On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
You youngins today, I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, okay.
She did it again.
Yep.
Little Miss misses the point. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The text is kind of misleading as the hakama is the pants of the costume. Still possible for him to be wearing a racing jacket along with the hakama. True, author. That is very true.
That'd be hot.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would be a lot. All right. If you want to leave, by the way, Chase, go ahead. You don't have to finish out with us.
I gotta be the voice of Edward. Yeah, I've already committed
Would
Okay.
you please get on with your testimony?
to leaving.
What's your language, young man? What sort of tone is that to take with an elder?
Look,
My
this
youthfulness
woman-
isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure by the sea, standing
Now we
all
go.
alone is he. He's the nickel
I'll see you
samurai.
guys
She's
I'm gonna-
actually singing. Someone help my
I'm gonna go to bed now, but
Okay.
I'm not going to bed. I'm gonna get ready.
Good night, Chase.
Yes, good night.
Love you.
Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't know how you guys enjoy that voice, but
Don't like the old lady singing. Nope. He was like, well, I'm done.
Yep, that convinced him very quickly.
Good night, Chase.
Hi, Chase.
I had fun today. You did great on the parade. All right. Everyone chat saying good night too. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to reset that tomorrow.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts.
Oh my gosh, a piece of gum.
Okay, you promise, right?
Right, I'll be sending the bill for the chewing
Oh
gum
my
to your office at
gosh.
a later date. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum.
Aww. Loving Chase's impression of Edgeworth, they both want to run away from old.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she's singing. She's in a courtroom and she's singing.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, a whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
That is so messed up. Like, yeah, you just said something different.
Yeah.
She could just append her statements
she's
at all
as
times.
much of a pain as ever. And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You are such an annoying child. You know that? You disagree with everything I say.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
If the past doesn't matter, why hold trials? Exactly.
Yeah.
That eloquently says what I was thinking, but I could not think of how to say it.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? There.
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. I see. Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time.
I wonder, did they check it for blood?
The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai.
Like his costume.
Maybe.
I wonder if they checked it.
Probably if they found something that button was
As
uncommon.
showy as ever. I haven't been saying that from the... Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet?
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means. Oh my gosh,
Aw.
thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you, April.
Oh, April Anonymous, thank you very much. Raid, party of 17. Oh my goodness, we gotta get a shout out. I don't know. Can we, oh gosh. I'm not sure if the mods are in here able to do that. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome. We are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the second game in the series on the 4th case, which is a lot of people's, I think it's the favorite of this game for sure, but a lot of people's like top ones of all. Welcome, welcome. Let's get a shout out for you. Oh gosh, I pressed the wrong button. Shout out. Oh yes, thank you so much, Fizzy. Really appreciate that.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Ooh, oh nice. I hope you had a good time. That's a great
Still
game.
need to finish that.
I haven't even started it. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind.
Yep.
How are you enjoying that? Were you playing it the regular, like from like a blind first playthrough, or was it a second one, or like mods or something? Wait, what? What trial and what bleach filler arc?
We were talking about something before.
Yay! Oh, and let me see. I think I can do a different type of shout out too. What was the other? There was like a command. Is it this one? Shout out. There we go. There it is. I knew there was one around here somewhere.
Okay.
I just have to make sure I spell it right. Oh, here we go. If you can't come to Broadway, we'll bring Broadway to you. Oh, if you don't mind, I want to know what that's about. Tell me what what's going on there.
First playthrough, I started back when it came out and didn't finish, so I'm trying to finish it. Yep, I did 2 dungeons and I still have 2 more to go. Plus,
Oh my gosh! Laughing Boy, thank you so much. Really appreciate the raid. Dang, we got a double raid. See, this is why we need to stream later.
Apparently.
Thank you so much. Hello,
Everybody else is
everyone.
going to bed.
Yeah, and everyone's going to bed though. Hello, thank you so much. Hope you are all having a great day. If you have to head out, I understand.
Ooh, Thieves in Time. Cool.
Oh, Thieves in Time. Sly Cooper. How are you enjoying
I
that?
still have yet to play that
Thank you so much for the shout out. Okay, what is this? What is that? Camralita Montoya Fox?
Carmelita Montoya Fox.
What is that?
That's the main rival character.
Oh wow, you're on the last dungeon, April. That's awesome. I hope you can get it finished and enjoy the ending. I've heard it's very good. I agree, streaming at night is good. I mean, that's kind of the only chance I get. The day is so busy. So the Broadway thing is because I'm a musical theater performer from NYC. That is so awesome. That is so cool. Can't go to bed, I'm at work. Game really wanted us to know that was her name. Oh, okay. I haven't played it, have you?
Not Thieves in Time, but I played the rest of the Sly Cooper trilogy.
That sounds fun. I like the name Sly Cooper. It kind of makes me think of like the
Honestly, you'd probably like
back
that
in the
game.
day. Like, is that the one with the fox or something?
The raccoon.
Raccoon.
thief.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds so cute.
Basically,
April's a star. Oh my gosh, I'm
That's
so
cool.
honored that you chose me to raid, April. Thank you so much. I gotta where can I gotta follow you. I might have to do that after the stream because I don't know where to click on this streamer setup here. Hang on.
What you would do?
I think you click here. Does that do it? Oh, there we go. Follow.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Let's
awesome.
that
Perfect. Thank you so much again. And thank you, Laughing Boy. Really appreciate it. It's fun. It's more friendly than the previous games.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
I had no
Aww. Thank you so much for streaming. Oh, thank you for streaming, April. I can't wait to check out one of your streams soon. That's awesome. Aw, of course, yes. Thank you for the raid. That was really kind of you. And welcome everyone. I would say I'm a variety streamer, but I like to pick one game and then play through it the whole time, like the whole way through, and then we switch to another game. And right now I stream every Saturday, starting usually between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, right now we are playing the Ace Attorney game, and the games that come up next are by vote, by like popular vote. I put out a little poll and we see what comes
what
up
you're
next.
interested in, and then
Yeah, what I'm interested in and what people want to see. So, and all the games are also games that I've never played, so it's like fresh and you can get that initial reaction. That would be lovely. Oh, April, you're so sweet. Thank you
which is
so
good
much.
when you're playing a mystery game like Ace Attorney.
Yes. Yeah, if I had already played this, it probably wouldn't be as fun. Because I also have crazy theories that I go through, like, oh, maybe they put a cake in a guitar case. So, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Gotta feed my cats. Yes, I totally understand. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the raid again. Nice to meet you, and I can't wait to see one of your streams. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful community. And Laughing Boy, thank you as well. That was really, really special. Thank you all so much. It's so nice to see you all here. Thank you, everyone. We will continue this in just a moment. I want to make sure that if anyone wants to leave because of any kind of spoilers, they have a chance to. So, oh, Laughing Boy, I really do appreciate your raid. Spoilers inbound. I don't know if it's like major spoilers right now, because right now we're in like the figuring things out, but definitely we will be getting to some. I don't know. Do you think there's any spoilers in this section? Because there's going to be more. Oh wait, this is supposed to be a trial all in one day, right? So we don't go back and investigate, correct? Like we're supposed to get this done in one go.
That's what we're being told to.
What if the guitar case is cake, so the case is alive?
Oh my god. All
Exactly. Okay, I think we're safe to continue on. So let's see what we got next.
Mm-hmm.
The question is hold on. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay.
Oh yeah, the other thing is we like to do silly voices.
Definitely not that.
Oh.
You restarted.
I just restarted,
Just
yeah.
Go through.
Clicky, clicky.
Yeah, we're done pressing for now.
Alright, so now we have to actually pick one and present. Okay, so I don't think it's that first one. Nickel Samurai. It was a Nickel Samurai. Would have been convenient for him to wear his costume. Have to go to the post-ceremony stage show. Okay, let's look at our stuff real quick. So this is supposed to be the confession thing.
Well, I feel like we need, like, we have to have something to go for. Like, what are we, I think this is just a crackpot theory of hers. I don't think it has anything to do with anything else.
Behold, it's cake meme. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Map. I don't think that's gonna help us in this situation. The guitar case, the drink, a photo. I don't think that's gonna be used here. Strangled.
Definitely not those.
Is it a person then?
No, let's look at the next one.
Okay.
Because that's the...
He must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing. Okay, that's it. Oops. I'm sorry, I clicked too far. What, is this
Just
a problem?
Go through it, we'll have to just go back to it.
Okay. What does a Nickel Samurai look like? Can you go to that picture? This one.
Yeah.
So I guess we show this one?
Yeah. So, no.
No, we don't show that one.
Did we tell you? Because you've been
Yeah,
thrown off
yeah.
a bit.
I'm
So
thrown
go to the
off.
fifth statement.
Okay. 1, 2.
The very last one.
Oh, okay. Stage show. He must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume. Okay, right there.
Okay.
Alright. Now we have something to give. Was there something that details?
Well,
Is it the time on the autopsy?
it's more referring back to something else that they've mentioned before, which is he carried the knife. Where's the knife? Like
What
he
do
went
you
into the
he took it from his
he doesn't-
room to the other room.
right.
That's what
but
they're
where-
saying.
Yes, but she didn't say that she saw a knife.
Right. Oh, the thing I said earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah. My thought, how were his fingerprints on the knife if he was in full costume? His gone. Oh, so we do need to show that.
You're already on the knife.
No, I was thinking the picture, but
No,
yeah, the
the
knife.
knife.
Okay. I forgot. Yes. Okay, let me look at that picture again. I'm not saying we picked the picture. I just. Yeah, because both hands have that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's present. I don't know if I saved, but it seems like this is the right one anyway. That's a good thought,
Please take a
Karagosa.
look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
He knows already.
That is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
If Mr. OnGuard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. There you go. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
Bum, 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 bum. I haven't played this back and pipe down if you want me to.
No,
Oh,
you're
no. It's just spoilers. Like, if you say, oh, it was this person, then that's definitely not really appreciated. But, yeah, all the theories and all that, that's totally fine with me. Definitely not Phoenix's car.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes something like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory?
It's gotta be a contradiction.
You know the
He
contradiction.
doesn't have a license. I love the judge too. He's great. He's not really a great judge.
This
but he's
theory
funny.
contradicts something. Yeah, this theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. Jeez.
Sorry.
What are you blabbing about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. OnGuard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent.
I think it just died.
Yeah.
What show was that? The guitar? The drink?
No,
I'm blanking on this. I think the tiredness is
I
coming.
think it's definitely affecting
I'm
you.
crashing. I'm crashing. Mayday, mayday.
So it's a reference to something I was talking about before.
It's impossible for
He
the
did not-
killer to
so
have
what
gone.
did he kill? What did he stab Corda with?
Right, the knife. Like, why would
Right.
he bring that over?
Exactly. If there was no
Yeah,
intent.
if there's no intent, why bring this
Yeah,
over?
Exactly. The killer had to go over to that room with intent if they used this
Yeah.
knife to kill him.
So it's got. We'll present
Yes.
the knife again.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm losing it.
This knife. This was used by Mr. OnGuard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself.
Drink a fifth of 5-hour energy for 1 hour of energy.
There you go. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive.
Nice.
And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Yep. Gosh, what if it was Andrews? It makes so much sense. But it could be a red herring because it feels like she was around at all the right places. She was eating with him. She could have taken his knife, gone over there in costume. Oh, I don't know. I don't want it to be her though.
Order, I say, order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
Did that just say the murder method? Hold on, I gotta get back in here. Oh, okay, no. To hide the murder method. Okay. To frame Matt on guard. That's our guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, wait. It could be this too, though. Either one of these. Either one. I mean, I think it leans more towards this one because his fingerprints are on it. So I'm going to go with this one. But maybe both would work.
It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course.
Oh, yeah. To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
This objection theme always sounds like it belongs in Mega Man Battle Network.
not
I haven't
played
played
that.
that, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but I believe you.
But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness?
Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh? Edgy poo. Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the door because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
Alright.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then, who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct, witness? The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room, but it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida.
Maybe. Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
If it's who I think me is hinting at, it's certainly possible.
I think waiting for the girl, Miss Andrews, to see if the tabloid rumors were correct.
Yeah.
Because she has a crushy poo.
I think you're right. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
Oh, I can't save. But that's okay.
But
I
you
have an
know.
idea. Adrian Andrews.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article.
He's reading
if it
it.
could be called such a thing.
Crusheroo. Yes, JB, that's perfect.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then. Witness, what in the world are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I've got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret, of course. But what for? Oh, just for myself, personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta love Old Bag.
Secret information. That On Guard is one evil, evil man.
Oh, okay.
He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
Developments.
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
How much testimony does this woman have? I know, right, True Blue? Fizzy says, I have a feeling I know what the source is.
Yeah, I think I do too.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
I've never heard that. What?
Never heard that before.
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Uh-oh. Super smash. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right. On guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire.
What the?
Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. What
Danger
the hell?
zone.
All right, sure, Phoenix.
Okie dokie. Maverick. Alright, that's the one I just read, so we're good to go there.
Yeah. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland.
Good sentence, Phoenix.
What, are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth. Honestly, Sonny, I can't discriminate between the news and gossip. Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, On Guard will never get me to say touche.
What the? Oh. It was one of my Discord friends in the
A
Japanese
scandal?
one.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, knocking stuff over.
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No, I wasn't asking about the word. Asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Even I.
Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
You don't have any proof that Mr. On Guard did any such thing.
Fake news hits different these days. Yeah.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're so much shocked, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything, but boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
Oh my god.
All right then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I don't know what we have.
I don't think we have.
I don't know if we have anything that proves it other than what we said we would keep secret. But that doesn't even really relate to proving that they weren't.
Yeah. I don't think we have anything.
Wait, what about the profiles?
No.
Intelligent, who seems to have it all together. I don't know if we have anything right now.
I don't think we have anything.
I'm gonna have to. I just saved, right?
Yeah. I decline the offer to present. I don't think we have anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this is right.
I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof.
Mia did warn us about falling
That's
in the
yeah,
trap, so.
yeah.
You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, for you anyway.
Does that mean it was right or not? Right.
She's just taunting us.
Okay.
So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need. You were going to teach her a good lesson? I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this. No, stop. Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night.
Okay. Well, now a lot of people know about this, so.
Yeah. Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information?
Press further? Or wait and see. Those are
No,
two.
I don't think it's wait and see.
Those are two good ones. Present evidence? I don't know what. I don't.
You can
It's
try
got.
pressing further and see what happens.
Yeah, because I don't know what else to present.
If you don't be a good girl and
Oh
tell
my
me where you got
gosh.
this secret
This
information,
doesn't seem right.
well, you won't get to go home
What
today.
is this? Is so. It doesn't even flow.
Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me.
What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me. You'll get your reward. Ugh.
I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless blabbering.
As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning.
Where did Old Bag get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out.
Oh, so we have to present.
I'd
Maybe.
say look at the core.
Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? Oh, that was you. Sorry. But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way.
Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now.
There has to be something we can catch her on.
Yeah, and when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it.
Okay, so
I think definitely the
maybe
last
that-
one, but let's
yeah.
take a look at what we can present at that point.
well, let me get to the one because I want to. Maybe it'll give me like a little hint.
It's the last one.
Book action.
Top secret.
Secret. Okay.
So where did she get the top secret? So where would she have found
Yeah.
that? Let's take a look.
Top secret. Was it? What's
Well,
this article? Hold on.
Go one at a time so we can actually read them. Because the article is just, that's where she got it, but where did she get the secret
Do you want these
information?
as well?
Huh?
You don't want these two, correct?
No. there's
Okay, so here's a photo,
no.
and then the conference ticket, the radio transceiver.
What's the camera again?
That was stolen from Lada. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case.
Ah,
Oh.
there it is. That's probably it.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Tabloid article. Okay. I'm gonna say. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
This evidence clearly reveals the.
Oh no, it's not this.
No, it is. We just did it at the wrong time. We gotta press her and then show it.
Right. Okay. I don't know when I saved.
Just load. Perfect. Present evidence.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Shortcut.
Yeah, I knew all along. Yeah.
So
yeah.
no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that.
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. Was this your idea, by the way, True
The
Blue?
investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note when she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrage impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What outrageous ideas you say? Oh,
That was getting judgy.
outrageous ideas you say?
No. I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy. Then you are the one who took Mrs. Hart's note? I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil On Guard. She said so herself. On Guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck.
Except on guard is French. Like in fencing, like
I'm
on
pretty
guard.
sure she's also making this up.
I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
Dizzy said this
You
is what I
really-
suspected.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage
Oh
wine.
my gosh.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
Nah.
Yeah.
Pile on more pressure.
Yeah, pile on more pressure. If I let her go on now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness. You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Sorry, I saw Dev in the chat. Hello, Dev Stats.
Stole, why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can. That's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
I'm pretty sure she's not credible anymore.
Miss Oldbag.
Oh, press B. Oh, it's okay.
I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole.
Camera.
that night.
Camera.
Uh,
Because the note was in the case.
yeah. I guess the camera. Yeah.
That's what I'm going
Go
with.
for it. Saved.
Unless it was the guitar, I guess. But
Nah,
he
they-
didn't have that the whole
they
day,
said,
actually.
Yeah, they said he came to with an empty case. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me.
Why, witness? What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I still fall in love and borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
But not sneakily.
Bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once.
Second time Lotta's photos come into
Yep.
play in this
What if she
game.
deleted them, though?
Nah, I don't think so.
Lotta, my precious.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
They gave it to Edgeworth to look through.
Please present it to the court.
Ooh.
This is the Nickel Samurai. See, I told you, that's the guy I saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
Picture taken in the hallway right after the murder.
What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
And this photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ongard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly.
Ooh, so she admitted to the theft. Are we going to ignore that? I know. She didn't even get reprimanded or anything.
Nope.
Reprimanded, sorry.
Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, that would put Maya's life in jeopardy.
So that, you know what that means? Something about the pant legs in the photo reminds me of giant French fries.
I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess.
I wish we could see if the button was in
This
there or
photo
not.
that Lotta took, there's...
Something strange with it. But what?
There's something strange with this
Who
photo.
had all the extra stuff? Remember how one side of the hallway was like filled to the brim? Who had all the stuff?
It was one side of the head was filled to the brim.
Corda.
Yeah, the victim.
So this is a picture of him coming out of his own room, not out of
I have to see the
Corda's
picture again,
room.
but either way. I knew this was coming right.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There was no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster? What, is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? One chance to save.
Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot?
Oh my
especially when it
gosh.
counts?
She probably took it really quick, that's why.
Now then, let's hear your objection.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. He's, well, oh, the hand. Okay,
You're pointing.
so over here is where we came in from the main hall. Actually, hold on, I'm trying to orient myself. So this is his own room because it has less stuff, right? Or is this the
Yes.
more populated side?
No,
this does have a bear.
This is one side because it has the bear.
So this is Corda's side?
Yes.
Dang.
What's the one thing that kind of seems to really stand out?
I wish I could look at my other evidence.
What's one thing
One
that
ring to
stand-
rule them all.
What's one thing that really stands out about
Do you
this
have an
photo here?
idea?
Yes, I know exactly what it is, so I'm not going to tell you. What really stands out to you is something that just seems off.
I don't know what his costume looks like exactly, so I don't know if it's that.
You have a guess?
Can
Or
you
want
give me a
to
hint?
decide?
Is it about the costume?
It's about the costume.
Dang it, I was worried about that. There's
Even
no
if you-
like
even-
folds in his
e-
pantaloons or whatever.
Oh, you're talking
Like
about
the
that
button,
comma?
they said
No,
the
that's not
button
it.
was stuck in the pantaloons, but I don't
Yeah.
see how it would be stuck in
It's
this.
not. It's not that.
Is this thing on the wrong hand?
Nope.
Like the gears and
Nope.
everything.
Yeah, that is all correct.
The hair,
Nope.
the mask,
Nope.
this thing,
Nope.
the belt,
Nope.
the pants.
Yes!
What do you mean?
Look how scrunched up they are. They don't fit.
Oh, like it should be the right height, but this person's too short.
Yes.
Oh. Even if you don't remember what the costume looks like, it's possible to see something wrong with the costume.
Exactly.
I
Again, I'm
see
blaming
now. I
type.
thought for some reason I was like, I guess these pants are just supposed to be big.
No.
But yeah, okay.
They
Dang,
should fit
I
him
feel
if he's
really-
an action star.
I feel so bad. Yeah,
be
it should definitely. Yeah, because they're supposed to just like grace the floor at the longest point. Oh my gosh. So the Knuckles Samurai is a live action series where Matt on guard does the stunts. Seems like those pants would be an issue. Yeah. Yeah, because he would get tripped up
thing
on
is,
it.
you were looking at the
I
pants, you just
I know.
didn't.
I mean, my first thought was the pants, just not for the right reason. I even thought about these wrinkles because I was like, is this where they wanted the button to go? Anyway. Either one's kind of fun.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard.
What is the meaning of this?
Uh-oh.
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. There, see?
Oh, okay, yeah. See, they're much better.
Please
Yeah.
place particular attention
Right.
to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
The tiredness took over. We forgive you. Thank you so much.
His socks. You can see his socks. Socks for him.
Exactly. However, in this photo,
Real sneaky of the game to not have you use the court record to check, though. I know they didn't give me an option. I guess because it would have been obvious, I guess. I don't know.
The Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Akama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
I'm so tired.
Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt On Guard, then everything the prosecution has just tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would have come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt On Guard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Uh-oh. Andrews is too easy, though.
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. She's talking directly to me.
She is very much talking directly
like,
to you.
She's like, Belle, don't overthink this. It's
Yep.
literally what you think. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah, why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts.
Oscar with a highlighted message. Unfortunately, I have to go to sleep. Remember, this Thursday, December 7th, is the Game Awards 2023. Bye, Derek and Amy. Good night, chat.
Bye.
Good night, Oscar. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. A samurai costume that doesn't fit. Where have we heard that before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Stepladder. Look at this photograph. It's gotta be Adrian Andrews, because that's the simple answer. Yeah, I'm definitely tired. I'm singing.
Also has motive.
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item.
The knife.
A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around.
Wait, hold on really quick, because I'm forgetting. Who was the article saying she was intimate with?
The victim.
Okay, the one that got killed. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Oh man, that's so messed up. So she went over there like, oh, hey there.
No, well, kinda, but...
And then suffocated him, and then he was thrashing around, and then he got stabbed, I guess. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, we have another highlight message. P.S. Derek, nice PlayStation sweater. But next time, please wear a Nintendo sweater. I tried to get him one, but it didn't fit, so. But I actually got him... Wait, he's not wearing a sweater.
Nope.
He was earlier. I did get it for him, though. All right. The one that got killed.
The
one that got killed.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, the one. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corda. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Look at her pinky up. I just realized she has her pinky up.
Order, order, order!
We're right near the end, so just...
It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day? If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah, definitely do that. Raise an objection.
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she's not...
Oh.
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Oh. He's going to help us out.
Good old Edgy Poo.
Edgeworth?
She's right here.
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing whatever Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man.
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth.
Prepare, as in tell her what to say.
The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Alright, we finally
Now we
made it to the
got
end
it.
of part one.
We
Now you
did
just finished.
it! To be continued.
We can see if we can get that.
Yes, I need to
guilty
save.
verdict.
I'm so tired. I'm ready for some rest.
Oh, I can tell.
It's been a long day. And we have more tomorrow. We have more to do tomorrow morning.
It's tomorrow?
The reenactment
Oh, yeah,
that
I
Chase
did
wants
want
to see.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, here we go. All right. Thank you all so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. And thank you for the raids again if you're watching this in the VOD. Yes, I will definitely get good rest. I will be falling asleep pretty immediately. I can definitely tell. I'm so tired. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Let's thank the patrons while I find someone to raid-a-roo. Raid-a-roo, raid-a-roo. All right, we got Proton John playing Super Metroid. We've got Hannah playing Tales of Symphonia. We might have to go there. Riggs is playing Kingdom Hearts. Apparently the Tarzan section. Oh, Blade Blur is playing 1080 Avalanche. I used to play. Is that the one that I played on 64?
Probably.
I used to love 1080.
Actually,
that might be 1080 snowboarding,
actually, that might
though.
be GameCube. Yeah, I think that's the
That
GameCube
might,
version.
yeah. Which I did not play. I don't know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all so much. Oh, Dev, Cargo said thank you. Really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the stream, even though I was a bit manic and crazy
You were
and
definitely
tired.
manic. Oh my God.
And yeah, it was quite a ride. But man, what a great day. Thank you all so much. Oh, JB, thank you as well. Time Sage, just a heads up, I won't be able to join for 14 this week. Oh, okay. Well, we'll miss you, but
yeah,
thank
we'll
you
miss
so
you.
much. Enjoy. Actually, I was about to say enjoy, but it's work.
It's work.
So I hope it goes
Good
okay.
luck.
I say let's go to Tales of Symphonia. I want to see what that's about. I don't know if we rated her last time or not, but let's go over there.
I don't think so. But also.
Oh wait, I
like,
gotta do my message. I was about to
Symphony-
leave. Okay.
Symphony is something I think you
That's
like.
one that I want to try. Oh, keyboard, wake up.
I have it on GameCube.
All right. So if you are subbed, oh, I spelled it wrong. If you are subbed, feel free to use this raid message. If not, then feel free to use this global message. Let me get that copied up. That way we can have some cool emotes to go with the raid. There we go. Lots of cool stuff. And now I can get it started. So there you go. And here we go. Oh, I like her outfit. She always looks so cute. Okay. Thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. You all are absolutely the best. And thank you for dealing with the crazy schedule sometimes. And can't wait to be doing our requested games soon. We've got Triangle Strategy coming up. We've got Sailor Moon, Another Story coming up. And we have Baba Is You. So I don't know if we'll get to do it this week, but we'll see. I'll put it in the Discord. So if you're interested, make sure you're on the Discord for any of those notices. Thank you all so very much. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you all next week for sure on Saturday. And if you follow Derek, you'll see him tomorrow playing Danganronpa.
Nier Automata.
Nier Automata. Thank you all so much. You're the best. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.